Welcome to the third video in our SaaS website review series, where we help SaaS businesses improve their messaging by example. Today, we'll be reviewing the homepage for Brainleaf. So starting with the header section, the first thing I want to see is that it's clearly stated what this SaaS system does, and we've got that here. It optimizes your scope of work process. Brainleaf helps you manage customers' scope of work. This is actually redundant with the H1. It can be removed to save wording. Then I want to see that it's clearly stated what the benefits of the SaaS system are. And we've got that too. Save money, make people happier. I think they mean make customers happier. So be specific here. I would say customers specifically. Do things the right way, faster and rock solid. Okay, so we've got a very strong and confident tone of voice here. This header section is very powerful. Check and check. Third, I look for a strong call to action, and I have here sign up for free. Can't get much clearer than that. The only thing that can be better about the CTA is actually up here. So the same call to action, well, it's worded differently, but it's the same thing. The sign up link is up here, but it blends in visually with the rest of the navigation items, whereas it should really stand out. You really want people to sign up. That's what you're driving people to do. So let's make that visually distinctive, as much or more so as the login button here. But there's a whole lot of strength going on in the header section. I'm excited to learn more. So here it says Brainleaf is an innovative scoping tool with solutions for both startups and enterprises. I like the way it's saying that, this system can work for you regardless of your business size. However, I know that the target audiences here are going to be freelancers and agencies. So let's just be specific and say that so that those audiences feel right at home when they come to this page. Then we've got request a demo, which is great, but let's move it up to be beside the primary call to action here. That way, if you're not ready yet to sign up, you have the option to request a demo. All your options are in one place, depending on where you're at in your deliberation process. This button, see all features, I would actually remove. Let's not be in a hurry to get them off this page. Features is going to be at a more granular level of detail, and I'm not necessarily trying to rush them to that before they understand at a high level, how does this system achieve these amazing outcomes that it promises up here. Plus, if and when somebody is ready for that level of detail, they can get to features through the main navigation. And then it launches into benefits of the system. So before we do that, I would start with a list of problems that freelancers and agencies experience in the realm of project scoping. And it'd be a long list. It'd be things like labor overruns, missed deadlines, disagreements with clients over the agreed upon work, losing track of change requests, et cetera, et cetera. These are costly problems. They're big problems. They're headaches. It's going to raise the reader's motivation to solve those problems by seeing them all listed. And it's also going to show them that this company understands them and what they're going through, and thus has the potential to help them. So I would build that connection there and then go into the benefits. So the benefits sections, there's 4 of them here. I think there could be more. This system is obviously quite sophisticated. I think, if anything, these benefits sections undersell it. But some of them are worded quite well. So never underestimate a project again. Always meet your deadlines. Very powerful benefit statements. Sometimes the sections, though, do not always do them justice. For example, these screenshots are hard to read. There's a lot going on. Sometimes they don't align ideally with the text that they go with. And sometimes some of these bullets are not at an ideal level of detail, considering where we are on the homepage. So I'll show you an example of what I would like to see happen here for Brainleaf. So this is Mint's website. So they have their benefit statements here. So keep tabs on your money in one place. And then this text says at a high level what capability of the system is allowing that benefit to take place. In this case, it's that they have over 17,000 integrations with various financial institutions. That's how they help you keep tabs on your money in one place. Then this screenshot is very clear, very simple. It shows somebody keeping tabs on their money in one place. So the screenshot, the headline, and the descriptive text are all aligned and they're all telling the same story. So that's what I would picture here. Then also there are some tone of voice issues. So for example, we've got companies miss deadline because they don't estimate their timeline properly. With a thorough scope of work, you will see how long your project will take and know your deadlines. It's a little bit awkward wording in several places, and it just doesn't have the blazing confidence that I'm seeing up here. It's as if a different person wrote the header and some of these benefit statements, and then somebody else wrote some of this text. So you want to keep the tone of voice consistent throughout your marketing collateral. It's very important to be able to establish a relationship with your potential clients, and that's hard to do if they feel like two different people are talking to them. Then the other issues I see is that we kind of just end after this last benefit statement. I think it would be very helpful here to have a section that establishes the credibility of this company, because even though the product is free to use, you have to entrust this system with very sensitive data like your client lists, your billing rates, your labor rates, your profit margins. So very sensitive company data. So let's have some testimonials from agencies talking about how this system helped them get organized, it helped them save money, it helped them deal with disagreements with clients, it avoided lawsuits. It could be very powerful stories told here. And you could also talk about the company's origin story, because it's interesting. In this case, this tool was made by a digital agency that was experiencing these problems themselves. And they found it so helpful for their internal use that they decided it could help other agencies as well. So that definitely establishes a connection to the target audience that I think would help them to put their trust into the system enough to give it all this sensitive data that it needs to do its job and give the benefits that we're promising. Then the last thing I have to say is that because setting up this system is going to be complex, you have to enter all the different tasks you do, the labor rates for different people, for different tasks, the billing rates for all that, your scope of work for your projects, your contracts, any contract templates you have. So given that it's a lot, to get all that information in and switch over from whatever systems you're currently using for those things, it would be nice to have a simplified set of steps that will take the reader high level through the major workflow of the system and make it look less intimidating. So it could be something like, number one, scope your project. Number two, estimate the effort. Number three, send the contract. It gives them a sense of, what to expect and makes it feel more approachable for a system like this. So I hope that this quick review of Brainleaf was helpful. I hope that there were tips and tricks that you gleaned that might influence the way you do your SaaS messaging. And if so, we would love to hear about that in the comments and know what was helpful. And we're also going to continue this series. So make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next episode next week.